Hello dear YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making an easy bread recipe that requires no kneading, no shaping, and it turns out to be so bubbly and so flavorful. This focaccia bread is one of the best breads I've ever made. So let's jump straight to the recipe and let's get started. To start this recipe, we need 1.5 cup of water, in which I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1.5 teaspoon of yeast. Giving these ingredients a good mix, and then I'm gonna add 2.5 cup of all-purpose flour. Now again we have to mix these ingredients until equally combines. The water to flour ratio in this bread is a little bit higher because we need a semi-liquid dough for our focaccia bread. Now at this point I'm going to add 1/4 cup of olive oil, and this is a must element for our bread. Now we have to keep mixing until the olive oil completely infused into our dough. Now I'm just gonna cover the dough and let it rise for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, the dough is slightly rise and is ready for the first fold. And I'm gonna stretch and fold it for 5 minutes. I'm applying water after every fold so that it doesn't stick onto my hands. And don't worry if it sticks onto your hands and create mess. This is what really worth it after all. Now again we have to cover it and let it rise for 30 minutes for the second fold. After 30 minutes, the dough already starts blooming. I'm going to repeat the same process of stretching and folding. To refrigerate this dough, I'm going to shift it onto a container which I have already spread with some olive oil. Also, I'm drizzling some olive oil on the top. And now I'm going to cover it and refrigerate it for overnight. After second day, I took out the dough and kept it at room temperature for 1 hour before transferring it to the baking tray. Also, I have greased the baking tray with some olive oil too, as this will ensure a super crispy base of our focaccia. Now I have transferred the dough into the baking tray. We have to give it a rest for 30 minutes so that it gets rise again. To make our focaccia bread infused with roasted garlic, here I have taken 6 garlic cloves, in which I am going to add 1/4 cup of olive oil. And we have to roast it at 150 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. After slightly crushing it, I'm going to keep it aside for later use. Here comes our extremely puffy focaccia dough. You can see how squishy and jiggly our dough is. Over this, I'm going to add our olive oil infused with roasted garlic. And here comes the most fun part. We have to punch the dough with our fingers, making holes and grooves in it. And to make it look more presentable, I'm gonna decorate with some toppings. For topping, I'm using rosemary, red onion, mini tomatoes, black olives, and sweet corns. Remember that rosemary is a must for this bread, else you can use any topping according to your choice. In the last, I'm gonna sprinkle some red chili flakes. And we have to bake it at 200 degrees Celsius for 30 to 35 minutes. And here comes this delicious focaccia bread. The crust and top is so crunchy, super soft and blowy from inside. Do give this flavorful focaccia bread a must try for once. And if you like this recipe, then please hit the like button. Also give your feedbacks into the comments below. And most importantly, stay hooked because I'm gonna come back with lots of scrumptious recipes. Until then, bye!